This is my simple one light off-camera lighting setup for wedding photographers on any camera system. Basically, you're just making good quality of light that looks natural to the scene. Like always, there are 100 different ways to light a scene, and as long as you're creating light that makes people look their best, there is no wrong way to do it. I like this method because it's very minimal, not too distracting, and can be easily modified into a more direct backlight or a side light setup like this, still all just with one light. So the pieces of this kit, a $10 light stand. I'm sure there's better ones out there. Check out Cheetah Stand. Then on the stand, a Godox V100 in this case. Any flash that goes off camera easily works here though. Then I have the tiny little X3 controller. You can set up groups and really customize a lot of lighting setups with it, but I just use it for a simple one light trigger. Then for camera settings, you pick whether you want to include ambient or if you want to overpower everything and make your flash the main and only light. For headshots in studio, you probably want to zero out the ambient, but for weddings, I typically will include ambient. My couple would have put a lot of time and effort into the lighting design, and I feel like it should be included. If you want soft lighting like this, I bounce it off a white or gray surface when possible, like the ceiling here. The idea is that I'm making this small flash head bounce off something a lot larger, so it creates a big light source that makes it nice and soft like a softbox. Even if you don't have a neutral color surface, sometimes I still bounce off it. A lot of the time the color bounces off onto the subject and it's totally fine or easily correctable with your white balance. I then put my flash stick in the middle of the scene. I do my best to keep it out of the way of guests, and a light placed here will actually give you good light for candidates all around the area. I also like to set up a bit of a good light net because sometimes someone will take the mic for a walk, or for dances, they'll start somewhere that you don't expect them to be, or they're going to move to a new spot during the dance. In my experience, it's a lot easier to set up a blanket of good light and get the safe and nice shots before trying to do something a little bit more extreme like this. So for this shot, here are my camera settings. And then on my trigger, I set it to 1/32 power, and I just see what it looks like. What I'm mostly looking for is good light on my subjects, so I will dial up or down power to get it. I'm basically just trying to blend the flash with ambient. Sometimes I'll have to move the light, or I'll actually move the podium to get it away if there's an annoying pot light above. And sometimes if the flash color is very different from the room, I will use an orange gel to hide the flash a bit. Basically makes it the same color as the lights in the room. That said, sometimes I like for my flash to be more daylight and the rest of the scene to go a little bit warm in the background. And that can be up to you and your creative choices. That's it. Easy setup, works on any camera system. Bye.